Welcome to the Gorillaz tribe of Amazon sellers. Welcome to our 5-part training series about how to best communicate with your Chinese suppliers. In this series, we will cover what platform to use, what to negotiate, how to build a relationship, how to select a new supplier, and we wrap up with a pro checklist for selecting a supplier. In this second episode, Paul and Rob will be covering what to negotiate with your Chinese supplier, including total lead time and shipment date, quality and product specifications, and payment terms. Let's get started right now.
Right, so how to carry out background checks on your supplier. Fortunately, these days, we can do that on the internet, which is pretty easy, and through the service of third-party service providers. You need to look out for frauds, and any little fraud, for example, pretending they're a manufacturer when they're actually a trading company. That's a fraud, okay? And if they're going to lie about that, they're going to lie about other things too. Don't forget, we talked about face in the past. Face is quite a big thing out in China. Yes, Paul, I've sent your stuff already because I've asked them, make sure you send my samples by the end of the week. So it's now after the weekend, and I've contacted my supplier, and because he's already promised me that he would send them out last week, he doesn't want to let me down. So therefore, he's not about to let me down. So he's going to tell me what he thinks I want to hear. That is, yes, I've sent your stuff. All right, let's leave it at that. All right, if you really want to know what face is, Google it, and you'll find out. So, how to check a Chinese company. Here are a few tips. Let's go back. So, mention to them that you'll have their factory audited by a third-party agency. Gauge their reaction from that. If they want your business and they are actually a serious business and they're a serious factory and a supplier, they will welcome the suggestion and they won't turn up anything. You know, they say, yeah, no problems, come in. That's fine. Just let me know when we can organize it. Also, mention that you have their products inspected by a third-party agency before the final payment. Again, if there's any conflict in their abilities, they will say, okay. Okay. Open Google and search for the company name, scam. I've got an example of that later. Check several online directories, i.e. Alibaba, Global Sources, Global Market, Made in China. All of these are sourcing business-to-business directories, and see if their profile on each of these platforms is consistent. If the information shown is different, i.e. phone numbers, addresses, contact names, and details, if it's different, it's not a good sign. That's a red flag. If it does match up and it is consistent, all right, so we're looking pretty good. At the same time, look at the information that was independently verified by the directories. Now, a lot of these directories have checked by such and such, independent, verified by whatever. Check that information just to cross-reference it in any way you can. A lot of the information can be collected and cross-referenced that way. Okay, so that's always good. Did the supplier participate in any trade shows? A lot of the people I've worked with in the past, i.e. suppliers in China, some of those bigger ones have actually gone to Europe, gone over to America, and participated in some of the trade shows over there specifically for their industry. Okay, and you can find them on the exhibitor list. Okay, and often if you put a search in various different whatever trade show, you'll be able to find that, and that's a good thing. Okay, request a sample. I think this is quite an important one. Request a sample and request to pay for it on their company bank account. If this information is provided, it's a good sign. Then ask them for the address of your courier company to come and pick up the package. All right, so what you're doing there is asking for their address so you can send in an independent courier company to go and pick up your sample. That way, you can check that the address they've given you matches the email signature and everything else that you've already done. In other words, a cross-reference check on some of these business-to-business directories and make sure everything tallies up. Lastly, have an agency check the registration of the company. Now, ideally, you should be doing this with a Chinese company because a lot of these registered companies, it's going to be written in Chinese, unless you can read Chinese, that is. And check a few other things as well while you're at it. More and more service companies and lawyers are helping people like us, importers, to do that. Okay, and I've got some examples that towards the end. So let's have a look at that Google company name scam. Okay, this is some random company that I found on Alibaba, as you can see here. Let me zoom in so you can have a look. And this is pretty boy down here, Shenzhen Bendia Rubber and Plastic Products. With no idea what they do, who they are, or whatever. Like I say, it's just some random company. This is the address, the information down here, the zip code. We've got some other details here. We've got a contact name, and we've got the operation address, slightly different for the registered address. One would assume this is the registered main office, head office, whatever, and this is the factory itself. Very similar things we can check here, but let's have a look, see what Google brought up. Okay, so you can see here what I've done is like Googled it and just put in the name and then put scam at the end. And the results come up as negative. I couldn't find anything through my search here that really pulled up any red flags at all. So what are we doing next? Oh, just carry on. Because one of these I did see there was a link to it. I thought, oh, that's quite a useful link. Maybe it's past the screenshot I'd done, but it was scamadvisor.com. Okay, so again, I clicked on that link just to see what the scamadvisor.com website came up with. Now, this is a free service. I think you can actually get a paid membership to get more information. But some of the information on here is, again, with this particular company, quite promising. It states that it's not sure whether it's an American company, it could be a Hong Kong company. So it's a little bit vague. But some of the information over here is pretty good. It gives us some of the information. It gives us the right terminology up here. It shows us where we are. And it's got the website is deemed to be popular by Alexa, which is a very popular ranking Google analyzer. So I couldn't actually see anything wrong with this particular company. So I would be fairly happy to carry on doing my research and due diligence with this particular company. Doesn't mean to say that just this quick search is good enough, because it's not. You need to carry on doing it. Okay. So what else we got? This is a scam. And I want to walk you through this scam. Okay, because we've again many people fall for something like this with respect to, God blimey, this is really good. You know, I'm gonna make a killing here. Well, please be aware, this is a real life case study. Okay, this actually happened. Right. So somebody got this email. This on the left hand side here, over here. This is part of the email that was received. What is this offering? An Apple Watch edition, pre-order $999, a 42mm 18-karat yellow gold case, woohoo, with black classic buckle. Apple Watch pre-order $199. Okay, this is a stainless steel. Okay, $99 for that silver aluminium case. All looking pretty good. Apple Pack $500. Okay, this includes MacBook Air, iPhone 5S. You can obviously see it's a little bit old. iPad Air, Apple TV, iPad Shuffle for 500 notes. We're in. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, I'm hooked. Sony PlayStation 268, Xbox 298. You can see, you see the content here for yourself. Genuine Apple, Sony, Microsoft products, guys, sold from China directly to European American customers is totally illegal. Don't fall for this. Like I said, this is a real case example. So let's check out, see what happened. They sent a real sample at the real market price to confirm the product quality. Okay. This way, the deal looked good and it looked like a great opportunity for this particular buyer. When the buyer places the order, inspecting the goods was not allowed. It's not an option. No, you can't. The seller asked for payment before the delivery is supposed to take place. Red flag. Then he stopped communicating. Sometimes the seller doesn't ship the goods, but if they do, they're all fake. And again, I've seen that in the past where the product has gone over and it just doesn't work. It's just a fake product. Okay. In any case, okay, what's going to happen is this particular company will send over their email address in the signature, and the signature information is all fake. Here is the information shown in this case. Let's check it out. Shenzhen Prime eBay Code Limited, China, room 2108, Block D, overseas decoration building, blah, blah, blah. Let's check out the building. Room 2108 means it's on the 21st floor. But when we physically went round there to this particular address, the building only has 12 floors. See the photo on the right. Okay, this is the real deal. This is the actual building in that address. So you can see it's clearly a scam. The office did not exist. So why is this obviously a scam? Right? Companies like Apple, Sony have a very tight grip on their supply chain. They have become good at avoiding product leaks out of their factory. If something does fall off the back of a truck, it does happen, but it's a very, very rare occurrence. Even if you are looking to supply products like the Apple product or a Sony product or other branded products, big red flag, guys, big red flag. Don't go there. So another reason is selling branded products internationally without an official distributor account on the importing countries is strictly forbidden. So the companies that do this, including those based in China, are operating outside of the law. Don't get involved. To avoid this type of scam, focus on developing your own product, which is what we're all about. Buying non-branded products or buying branded products that bear the supplier's brand. In other words, you are building your own brand, your own business, your own company from the ground up. Importers who do the due diligence and take the right steps towards legally protecting their own business usually don't fall into this trap. And I'm hoping that's everybody that's listening, because that's us I'm talking about. That bottom line there.